Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I'm not that old, so why do I feel so tired? Not physically tired. Not the kind of tired that a good night's sleep can fix. I mean mentally tired, emotionally tired. The kind of tired that makes life feel heavier than it should. Maybe you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s. On paper, you're still young, but somehow your mind feels decades older. Think about it. You wake up in the morning, reach for your phone, and before you've even gotten out of bed, your brain has already processed dozens of messages, headlines, notifications, and worries. The day hasn't started, but your mind is already running a marathon. And that's the problem. For most of human history, our brains were never designed to handle this much information, this much stress, and this much constant stimulation. Yet every day,
No wonder so many people feel older than they really are. The truth is, your brain doesn't age only because of time. It also ages because of pressure. Every unresolved worry takes up space. Every stressful situation leaves a mark. Every night spent overthinking instead of resting adds another layer of mental exhaustion. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to carry invisible weight. That's why some people can be 60 years old and still feel excited about life, while others feel emotionally exhausted at 30. The difference isn't always age. It's the burden the mind has been carrying. Here's something powerful to remember. Feeling mentally old doesn't mean you are old. Sometimes it simply means your brain has been working overtime for too long. It means you've been surviving more than you've been recovering. And recovery matters. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is disconnect for a while. Sit quietly, go for a walk, have a real conversation. Give your mind permission to breathe again. Because beneath all the stress, noise, and responsibilities, the curious, energetic version of you is still there. It hasn't disappeared. It's just buried under layers of mental clutter. So if your brain feels older than you are, don't be too hard on yourself. Maybe you're not aging faster. Maybe you've simply been carrying too much for too long. And maybe today is the day you start putting some of that weight down. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to